Hey, lovely people, how are we today?
We
How
are
we doing this morning?
Ah, you're starting the day off with the sweatness, huh?
Oh man, I've been sweating a lot.
we,
I was talking about Keith. How was it?
Oh, that
we
sweat.
had a ball.
Well, nobody knows. She just went. We had a ball. Tell them, Nick. I
It was
wasn't gonna say.
nice.
Go ahead. What'd you say, Nick?
It was really nice. Keith did his thing. He really
He
did. He put
he
on a good show.
he did his thing. I'm just gonna start off by saying that Nick the Voice lost my wet and wild lipstick.
I lost my brand new lip liner. I was like, yeah,
My
I don't
wet and
know
wild
how.
lipstick from 1989.
No, you're supposed to change that stuff every 3 months, though.
Listen here, that's the it was matte. It came off like a matte color because it's so old.
Mm, mm, mm.
Shine gone. Listen, it lasts the whole time. The bomb. I was like, oh, where is it? I was like, well, maybe I need to change it anyway.
Yeah, and I
So,
lost my stuff too. Came back here, was like, where's my lip?
oh, you lost yours too. You lost something?
I lost my lip liner that I just bought that cost me $4.
Oh,
$4. Oh Lord Jesus.
Makeup is expensive nowadays, man.
see, that's why this wet and wild is important to me because it was 99 cents
I'm
and it
going to
lasts a lifetime.
I'm going to allow myself to stay out of this conversation. Y'all continue
You,
amongst
you,
yourselves.
that wet and wild is like the Kirby sweeper of lipsticks.
Exactly.
It just yeah, so it's gone, but that's okay. Had a ball. And let me say this. I was looking at some of the reviews, and we know, like Nate always says, Nate the Agitator says, we are never happy. And there were some people, that it was some mixed reviews, but more so on the positive side, And they said, oh yeah, I had a terrible time. I was bored. I don't know how you had a terrible time
How?
unless you came in to have a terrible time.
Yeah, because, yeah, how?
I said, this is wild. It's almost that same concept of, how people, you go out to have a good time, but you stare at the person and be like, entertain me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you didn't come out to have a good time.
Well, from the Facebook posts and stuff like that, Stambaugh looked real good. It looked like I'm like, man, what are y'all at? It looked.
It wasn't that well, it was at Powers.
That might have something to do with it, but it looked real upscale. I thought that
It
was
always did. You ain't going to field trips in elementary school.
I'm 55. It's
Yeah,
been a
you
while.
don't remember them? It was amazing. And you know what? I should have known I was going to love the arts because I was more intrigued by the artwork in there, the ceilings. That place it's amazing.
That's the one right there downtown by the bus station. Well, next block.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I've been in there once or twice.
See?
I must revisit.
I was laughing because the people that were upset about the purse policy. I was like, that's a thing, like everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
Except here, and now you're mad that it's here.
Wait, they charge you they check your thing to get into the pit. They check your purse. What they was mad because they was checking the purses.
Well, you had to have a small purse or
A clutch.
a clear purse.
Oh yeah, something that a 9mm couldn't fit in. I get it.
That part, right?
Or in my case, a muff purse.
Well, she telling everybody, so everybody gonna be like, we ain't gonna be able to use that no more because Nick came in and wore her muff that flipped it to a purse. I said, word, it was her whole outfit. Bam, I like that's how she got the wet and wild.
See,
her muff purse.
sense. Making sense.
See, now we understand that this is what happened.
See, what had happened was
Look, besides the fact that every time I sat down, everything came out of my pocket, and I was losing it like all night. Everything in my pocket I was just losing. Then it was like, here, can you put this in your purse? Yep. They'll find it. Maybe it was a sign. It was a sign to say, let it go. just let it go, Mel. So there you have it. That's what I did. Look, I let it go. I was like, okay. But you do have those people that there is nothing you can do and they're going to have a horrible time. And the sad part is people that didn't go ask the question, how was it? Like you asked, and they say something bad. And the response was, the sound wasn't right. Clearly, it wasn't a sound check. I saw that. Now, I got it. They was kind of getting it together as he was performing. And then it got there. Well, that's not him putting on a bad show. That's the technical issues.
Thank you.
He showed up. You know what I mean? That's us that got to make sure our stuff is tweaked. So you can't grade him off of that. But, people do what they do. And then, felt like, oh, he's whining. He's a whiner and blah, blah. Child, you should have not come.
That part.
And I was looking like I had a ball. And what's wild is that you can go somewhere and you can go to have a miserable time. Who getting dressed? Isn't that a lot of work?
That's too much work. You might as well just stay home.
I am going to deliberately
go
have a horrible time.
No.
Shout out to the dude that bought me the water, whoever you are. Thank you. I looked over there. I was like, how much that water say?
He considers it a date. So when you see something, yes! Shoot, I bet you that water cost $6 up in that place.
It was $6. It was $6. But what I did,
it was a date.
Okay, so they had 2 bars. The bar downstairs was like really packed. Nick was like, oh, some people are going upstairs. I said, oh, they got another bar open. So I go upstairs. I got flats on. I came prepared.
Very good.
I run up the steps and I go in the line and I'm looking. It's 4 people there, but somehow our minds are conditioned to get behind the person in front of you.
Right.
Then there's Mel.
Walk right on up.
Hey, I was like, how much is that water? And I said, $6. The dude came right behind me. He ordered his stuff. Bam. He was in the line. He came right up there, ordered it. Boom. He was like, and her water. I was like, thank you. Then I went right back downstairs.
Woo, $6.
And then I paid $30 for a double and a pretzel. Well, 25 and then 5 tip. Yeah. No,
I'm sorry. You don't get tipped with those type of prices. You don't get tips with those type of prices. You know better.
I was going.
You should know better.
You tipped $5 after $30 and you had to come in line and get your stuff and nobody brought it to you?
2 shots.
Yeah, it was 25 plus the 5 tip. Yep. 2 double shot and a pretzel.
That
$25.
When I was a kid, I'd have got all that for $7 back in my day.
Yeah.
No. I want to talk about this though. A tip when you walk to the bar. To do what? To show up for work? Like, so what are we tipping for? I just want to know. This is a legitimate question.
Right off, and I give them a tip if they give good service. Tip is basically when you get good service if you feel like it. I don't always do it.
Okay.
Well, bartenders, their money is made off of tips, correct? They don't really get like $10 an hour. Yeah, it's usually tips.
I mean, they get, make pretty good, but
$4 an hour.
Most of their money is made off of tips because some of them will clear, especially if you're a real good bartender or barmaid, you can clear $400 or $500 a night in tips, depending on how packed.
So they chose that. They chose that job. So I don't feel bad. That's not going to make me feel any better.
No,
but $30 I done spent, child. If y'all would have went down on the prices, you would have got a tip.
Hey, look, I was guessing when I said $6 for water. I did not expect you to be like, yeah, it was $6. And
now I did tip her for the water. And the only reason I only gave her $1. The only reason I gave it to her because I didn't pay for it. He paid the $6. I was like, bam.
So you was expecting to pay that $1 for that water.
I was expecting, this all of it, this 5 and this 1 was gonna be paying, but it's water anyway. So I was like, bam, there you go. And then I left. So our date was over right after that because I went downstairs.
He posted on Facebook, yeah, just got off a quick date with, Melanie Ross. She was digging me, you know what I mean? I paid for it.
We was at the Keith Sweat concert.
Yeah, I took it to of course now.
Lies upon lies. Sir, you just paid for my water. It wasn't a date.
It's how he interprets it. It's not lies to him. It's how he interpreted it. Yeah, met me at the concert. I took her out for some drinks and stuff like that. You know what I mean? She was into a brother. She led the
way. She led the way to the front of the line.
Right. I couldn't hang out with her because I had other skeezers to attend to. You know what I mean? They was out there.
But it's wild. It was 4 people up there, and everybody was in one line. It was the weirdest thing. So it was like this person, that person. They was doing like every other, but they were just standing there. And I bet you they probably was doing an experiment. They probably was sitting there and was like, I wonder how long they're gonna stay in here. I walked right up. I looked. I was like, how many people? How many up here? I was like, all 4. Bam. Then broke up the whole line. Broke up the whole organization.
Mel, that's changing things from the top down.
Changing it. Make a change. Change that works. That change got to work. Let's get this show started because I got some stuff to tell you. We're going to talk about an Uber driver. And today's topic is something just ain't right. Are you responsible for taking care of your family? Stay right here. We'll be right back. Everything that happens is motivation.
Amen.
Okay, what y'all know about that? Anything good? Anything good. All right.
I got my taco meat showing. I don't want my taco meat to show.
Oh, we got the same shirt on.
Oh, he said the taco.
My bra?
Yeah, I cannot.
You got on the bra, black bra? Yeah, me too.
Black, me too. Nick got a black shirt. We came ready. Came ready. So check this out. It was an Uber driver. And this Uber driver took a young lady who got in the Uber with her plate of food. She had like some KFC, like she had a biscuit. She had all that in the plate. It was not covered. Okay. And she got in the back of the Uber. The guy said, oh, let me finish. She had on a purple bonnet. And that's like the uniform for disrespect.
Right.
This is about to get real disrespectful. Not the slapping of the head.
Slow down. My chitlin juice is getting on my chicken. Slow down.
So she's talking, and he told her when he saw where she was going, he said, I'm not able to take you there. I can't go there. When he really, once he pulled up. So she said, well, that's okay. Just drop me off at the gate, to where she actually needed to go. Well, they get, and it's all played because I'm glad the Uber driver does do that now. They have a cam. So they got that camera in the car and everything was recorded. Well, when they got there, she's still sitting in the car. Then she calling for a ride for somebody to pick her up at the gate, but she stayed in the car. So he was like, you have to get out. And she was like, well, it's not my fault that you can't go over. Hold on. He told her at the beginning of the ride. So then he sits there for like 5 minutes. And she was like, well, it's 7 minutes for the ride. And I could sit there. And she wouldn't get out of his car. So then he said, okay. He was like, I'm getting ready to swipe because this ride is over. And then he was like, and I'm going home. So he was like, all right. He waited for a little bit. Then he went on the left. She refused to get out. She said she was calling the police. He was like, you can call the police all you want. He was like, this is my car. Mm-hmm. Like, you could get out. So what he did, he was driving away. He was like, well, I'm getting ready to take you back to where you were, and I'm going home. So she didn't understand or didn't care to understand that you cannot make somebody do what you want them to do in their vehicle.
That part.
But I feel that he was wrong, and my feelings are all that count. But continue.
Now, what do you think? How do you think that could have changed? How do you think it could have been rectified? Did you see the problem from the description I gave coming in? And we wonder why people stereotype us.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. The bonnet told me the whole story. I mean, I'd have just pulled off then. No, you want to go here? I don't go there. You just know with the uniform she had on that there was no easy win. There was no understanding there. If it's not her way, if the stars didn't align perfect for her, it was gonna be something.
Now, and she did agree to it. She was like, okay, you can let me off at the gate. It was her suggestion.
But that's different now because everything didn't align. So now what I said that I was gonna do no longer applies, and you should know that. It's just, yeah, it comes with the bonnet. It comes with the bonnet.
But you know, people that catch Ubers and Lyfts, they think just because they're paying for a ride that you have to do what they say. I've had many of them when I was in Houston. I had one lady that argued me down and told me that I was going to get on the toll, because you know they got the regular road and then they got the toll road in between. Mm-hmm. The express. I was like, no, I'm not, because my thing, I have to, I have to pay because
right, you got to pay for that.
I had to pay for it, but like I owed some money, so I was like, until I pay that, I'm not getting on this toll. And she was like, well, that's not my problem. I said, I didn't say it was. I said, but I'm not getting on there. I said, you're going to get there the same way. I'm not getting on there, and you're not going to make me. She was pissed. I was like, I don't care.
Okay, so cases as such, who pays for the toll, the passenger or you? If you get on the toll road to take them somewhere,
well, they added on to the passengers thing if you get on there. But when you have a toll pass, you pay for it, so you just get reimbursed through them.
Oh, you had an easy pass?
Yeah, I had one of those passes.
Well, why didn't you just take it out the window?
Because it's a sticker. You can't.
Oh, y'all have a sticker. I know that little block.
Right.
Well, yeah, I had that too for up here, but there they have a sticker. And and she was just like, well, I'm paying for a ride. You have to. I said, let me tell you something, sweetheart. I said, this is my car. I was like, and I am my own business person. I said, I lease myself and my car to Lyft. So I don't work for Lyft. I said, you need to understand that. We don't work for Lyft. We lease ourselves to Lyft.
Well, that's like working, isn't it?
Not really.
I let her go with that.
Not really. Mm-hmm. Not really, because Lyft will tell you that. Lyft will tell people that that you don't work for them. Lyft, that's in the policy that you don't work for them. You are a contractor.
Self-employed, a contract. Okay. So if something
like
happened,
a contractor, yeah.
But if something happened and they complain, the complaint goes to Lyft, and they can just disregard or cancel your contract, right?
Right. Yeah, but they give you a chance to find out what happened, because I had a couple people try it, and I was like, oh no. Somebody said I was driving drunk. I said, really? I was like, I was driving drunk. I said, I've been driving all day long. I was driving drunk. I said, I don't do that. Or they said I either appeared to be driving drunk or on drugs, and I was like, I don't do drugs. I said, so what? Because they turned my thing off.
I'm gonna do this because I got to keep going with the show, but I'd be wondering if people, they don't want to pay the money and they could just say
what they do.
Want to say, and then it's like, oh, okay, wait, what? I'm fired because somebody made up a lie.
Yeah, that's what they do, baby. I told them, I said, I'm on my way to the hospital right now to the emergency room to ask for a drug test. Guess what? They turned my app right back on and made that person pay.
See, that's different. People are people. Now, I want to know, would you have let that person get in your car with that plate of food?
No, Because a lot of people get in my car and would want to eat, like go through something and then go to eat in my car. I mean, please don't eat, because people like to leave their garbage and crumbs and everything else. I don't eat in my car.
Can you put that on the app? No eating in vehicle?
No, you just have to tell them or have signs.
It wasn't
Like a
the
lot of people
food.
have signs put in their cars.
Okay,
It
would you
wasn't
say that?
It's not the food part for me. It's the bonnet part for me, because that tells me exactly what, because bonnet says chewing with your mouth open. You ain't no napkins. You wiping my seats because the grease on your hands. That's what the bonnet says to me, versus just coming in with food. Because the bonnet is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. Only certain. Watch this. Hey, Mel, when the last time you went outside with a bonnet on?
Oh no.
Exactly. I ain't gonna ask Nick that because that might have been yesterday. But for my argument,
I'm not ghetto. I'm not ghetto.
But for my argument, the bonnet told me the whole story. So she out trying to go somewhere and you got on a bonnet. I don't want to. No, it's too much drama. It says drama.
So is the bonnet for females equivalent to the wave cap for men?
Wait a minute. My wave's got.
Yeah. Basically, yep. Listen, and then now when you say that, then they want to flip the script. But yes, it is. It's the same thing. The same thing.
I don't know. I never looked at it like that because I'm a guy, and I don't wear wave caps. This is all natural. I got Indian in my family. You know that, Mel. We get that Indian. That's all that good stuff. I'm 55.
No way.
What
With the cape in the back.
Yeah, I was a chic back in the kid. I was a kid. I was cool back then when I was in junior high.
Because no, for real, think about it. When I seen dudes with the wave cap, with the cape, especially with the cape in the back, I used to be like, "Here we go."
Exactly, like
it came with a uniform.
Slow down, Turbo. Slow down.
It came with a uniform. It was a 40-ounce. The way
and a wife beater, white
beater, and some Timbs
and a beeper.
Listen.
You had to have a beeper. You had to have a beeper.
My second husband wore wave caps, and he had different colors for the different shirts. Anytime we would go somewhere, and I'd be like, "Do you have to? I just braided your hair. Your braids is fresh. And why?
Listen,
did he come like this? We're not gonna skate over that. We ain't gonna skate over that.
Yeah, her second husband. Hey, did he have Newport? Was Newport hanging?
No, he didn't smoke. He barely would drink.
No way. He had every color for his outfit.
Yep.
I guarantee.
Did he introduce himself that way during the dating phase? Was that there?
Yeah.
Hey, Mel,
it was.
I bet you he had the cleanest crease in his jeans. I mean, he ironed the mugs.
The white Air Force was?
What?
Listen, yeah, he was at his friend's house, and he approached me like I was coming back from somewhere, and I was going to go in the house, and he was like, "Excuse me," and his friend was like, "He's been watching you all summer." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Well, he can have me. He can have me. Something about your wave cap and your Newports with your wife beater. Just
it wasn't the wave cap. It wasn't the wave cap.
Me.
What do you say? His wave cap.
Coordinate. He had special muscles.
Yeah, I was like, and I asked him, I said, "Do you have every color to match anything?" He was like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Why? Just why?"
He had special mushrooms.
So if you were uncomfortable with that look, Nate, how does one approach a man if it's like you are a nice person, but I can't get with the outfit? Because you can fix an outfit.
It's hard to, for me.
Do you feel like we're changing you? Because you know how we do it the opposite way.
Well, you're
going
to
like when we got on, we say, "He's trying to change you, girl."
Right. It's totally different from when you do it. But for me, being approached and to be changed, that's like par for the course. But like if I seen the girl in the bonnet, I mean, there's nothing that I can say to her because I'm past the age of smashing for sport. And I'm just like, no. I mean, Fantasia, that was nice, but nah, I'm good. I just don't want to deal with all that represents. It's just like seeing a cop. You don't want to date a cop, and he's sitting there in a cop uniform, and you just be like, I know what that entails, and I don't want to do it. So it's the bonnet. I know what that entails, and I don't want to.
You already know it's gonna be some drama.
Right.
Listen,
See,
if
that's
she'd
what
have
I would
came
look
up,
at for the wave cap. I'd be like, nah, I can't even take you to the family cookout because
Right.
they're gonna be on you.
Because grandma gonna roast this. Who is this thug you bring around here, baby? I know he ain't got a job.
listen, for me, if she would have when she would have got in my car with that plate, open plate, I'd have told her no, you cannot eat in my car. And if she would have had something to say, I'd have nicely denied and kept right on going. Like, and then I would have called in because I usually will call in when I have to do something like that. I will call in before they would, like, this is what happened. This is why like, if I'm telling you don't eat in my car, don't eat in my car. Like, yeah, but I've had a couple of them to try, and I'd be like, you can't eat in my car. They would get upset. I had a couple of them get in my car lit with their little vapes or lighting cigarettes. I'm like, excuse me, no smoking.
Do you have signs up that say no smoking?
No, but I mean, you ought to have common sense if you're getting in somebody else's car.
But listen, here's the thing. That may be their norm. Their norm is not your norm, and the people that they surround themselves with seem to be okay.
Okay, in their vehicle, not mine. Because when they get in, I told them, no smoking. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. And a couple of them, when they would get in, like, am I allowed to smoke in here? And I tell them no, and they would respect it. But the one person
that's
that
what I would think
got
of
in
someone.
with a lit cigarette, and I was like, oh no, you cannot smoke in here.
Wait a minute, hold on. A lit cigarette.
Yeah, I was like, you can't smoke in here. They put it out though. There wasn't no argument, but still, these things you have to ask first.
Let's dive into this a little bit. With his uniform he had on with the cigarette, did it tell you something?
He was just wearing regular clothes. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. I didn't know if he had a wave cap on and his Newports and stuff like that. Because like the bonnet with the food plate just tells me grease all over my back seats. It tells me something. So, I'm good with it. But yeah,
yeah,
the uniform tells a lot. It can tell you it can pre-warn about the story. So yeah, smokers and stuff like that. I understand, but as long as they're respectful.
It was the plate for me. I didn't care about the bonnet, but the plate, you ain't getting in here with the plate.
So wait, would they be able to call the company and say that you're discriminating, Nate the Agitator?
Oh yeah, they can call. You know how many times I buy something and it's broke, and I buy a new one and put it back in. So you work the system. You gonna work the system. I don't care about your job. I don't want to pay for this ride. You know, she had a meth lab in her front seat while she was driving. You know, anything to get out of that toll, that pay. So yeah, you know, people will be peopling. So
but
I mean,
that's why a lot of drivers have cameras in their cars now.
Right,
because of all of that, because a lot of them have almost lost their contracts or it's stuff like that. So yeah,
it's sad. It's sad, but I mean, hey, I will stump over you to save my money to make it better for me. It's not, hey, this child is probably out here trying to feed her 8 kids. In Nick's case, her 8 kids.
Or what about the next person? That's the issue that I would see. It's like I needed a ride and you came and you assisted me, but I don't want to pay. So now I'm getting ready to have you lose your job because I don't want to pay, stay at $30. And now I don't have a ride the next time I come if everybody did the same thing. Or if I need, I don't have a ride the next time I call. Like, that is not okay.
But you know what though? I know that both of them, what they do is a lot of times if you have a problem rider, they'll put them off the platform. Because I've had a couple people put off the platform as well. They were blocked and banned.
No, that's good. I mean, shoot, just like you got to give the driver 4 or 5 stars. You rate the driver. You should be able to rate the passenger.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, because if they didn't have it, I want to ask them to call me and cut me a check for that technology boast I just gave them right there. But they already had it.
Yeah, you can rate. Sure can.
That's interesting. Okay, well, rate the people. Coming in my car with that plate open, I would have knew the story because I would have been like you walked outside with your plate like that, then you came into my car, you don't even know the atmosphere. You don't know what the car smelled like.
I'm not mad at the plate. It's the bonnet because she's just gonna be wiping her foot on my next seat, and
Oh my goodness!
You're driving too fast. No, I got
The
chitlin
whole
juice.
plate is gonna fall.
Chitlin juice splat in the back of my head because I didn't turn the corner and she on her phone probably. No.
So that is what a bonnet says to you.
Yes, because as soon as I said bonnet and I did like this, you understood what I was saying. Everybody did. And here's another opportunity to say, no, Nate, you're wrong.
Yeah, it's silent.
Awkward. Yeah. I'm not wrong.
It's giving going to Walmart in pajamas.
When's
And
the last
I
time you
wonder, I am not lying. I wonder. So if you do wear pajamas at Walmart, the weirdest thing that people won't go to Target with the pajamas on.
No, because the place has a certain atmospheric, thing. You just can't do that.
But I wonder if, okay, you got out of the bed, threw some shoes on, went to Walmart to get what you needed. Do you put everything away when you get home and hop back in the bed with those same pajamas that you had on?
That you had on outside.
Outside.
This is bonnet. What is it? Bonnet hygiene class. I think they do, because with their pajamas, they have on a bonnet.
I don't listen. I went to go get my makeup done this morning. I put on a sweatshirt and I grabbed me some pajama pants, my Minnie Mouse pajama pants. But I was just going to get my makeup done and come back.
No excuses. But the sad part is, if you go to East High School, you see them walking around in that stuff. What's the chunkless, the Crocs in a pajama? They going to school like that, to high school like that. And I'm just like, dude, keep lowering the scale. And then we wonder, well, why is this accepted? Well, because it's allowed. What's allowed will be tested. And we keep continuing to lower the scales upon ourselves. And then it's great shows like this that brings it to the forefront and says, people, no, Nick, no.
No, nothing. I put them on because it was warm. They are warm. So I was like, let me put these on and run over here to get my makeup credit.
You get ratchet credit for it. No matter what it was, you get ratchet credit for
whatever.
It. Okay, well, ask the people in the yes or no about Nick's ratchet credit for taking her going work to get your hair done in your pajama bottoms?
No, my makeup. Just
my
makeup.
Okay, but you had on your pajama bottoms.
I threw them on because it's cold outside, but I never ever go outside in my pajamas or go anywhere like that. But I just went over to her house real quick.
Full ratchet credit. Not half, not partial.
Whatever. I'm not thinking about you.
You should.
No way.
Like I said, I don't go anywhere in my pajamas, but this morning it was cold.
Wait, no. I can't let that go because I need clarity. So you said it was cold outside, so you wore your pajamas out. Aren't pajamas thinner than regular clothes?
Not these ones I got on.
Now, another thing, because you're inside the house, so usually you have your heat on, so I would think that that's just like cozy, comfortable. Now, my question is, when you came back, did you hop back in the bed with these same pajama bottoms on?
No.
Whoa,
I didn't have them on in the bed in the first place. I grabbed them clean, and I'm sitting here in this chair now.
You get partial ratchet credit for being on a show in your pajamas. Nobody wants you in your PJs.
Listen, y'all see something
all night
here. Don't worry about what's going on down that way.
You told us. Watch this. Look, I don't have nothing on but this. I'm just roaming free from waist down. But they wouldn't have known if I hadn't told them.
Y'all know I don't care. I have no filter. I don't care. Thus, Nick the voice.
Gotcha.
Stop it.
All I'm saying is you get full for going outside and partial for having them on the show. So you got 1.5
whatever.
Ratchet points.
These pajama pants is warm. I went in my drawer. I was like, I'm putting these on and going because I'm going to her house real quick and coming back.
Okay, so your pajama pants, I'm trying to understand and get clarity. So that's your outfit for the day. You wearing them as pants.
I just wear them as pants over there. I don't always wear them to bed because I get too hot. So I wear gowns and muumuus or whatever to bed. Or
did you
whatever.
have
But these pajama bottoms, I'll lounge around the house in.
Go and grab that Dixie plate.
Did you have on a bonnet?
No. I don't ever walk out the house with a bonnet, fool.
You act like that's so far-fetched. Once you told us
it's far-fetched for me.
We wouldn't know because you walked out in pajama pants.
I sure did. Walked out in these pajama pants. I grabbed them out of my drawer, put them on because they are warm. They're actually thicker than the doggone sweatpants that I had. And went, got my makeup done, and I am back. And what?
I'm going to share something with you.
And what?
We can make this a rule. This is a need to know from the Shop Talk with Mailcast. Pajama pants are bottom bonnets. Same thing.
No, they're not. Bye. Bye.
Ask the people.
Next topic.
Do we agree?
Ask the people.
Do we agree?
Wait. I got it. The number 619-902-2287. 619-902-2287. I'm going to put this up here. You can text or you could just go ahead and call. Yes or no? Wait, I got to finish. Is pajama bottoms equivalent to the bonnet?
They're bottom bonnets.
You see what Nicole said back in the 90s, we wore pajamas outside as outfits, and we did.
I did not.
No.
I didn't.
A lot of people did. Certain pajamas, I forgot what brand they were, but people wore those outside.
Nicole,
the closest thing to pajama pants would be skids. And that was like the style. Remember they had the track, that little logo that looked like Slippery When Wet. It was like a brand. Skateboarders and stuff used to wear. That was the closest to a pajama pant that I would wear, or some jams. Remember those?
I can't remember what the brand was, but it was the top and the bottoms, and people wore them out all the time.
No, I ain't know. I wasn't over there. Wonder where I was at. I wasn't allowed.
We weren't allowed. That was in the ghetto. You know, Mel. We didn't partake in those. Hold on. Somebody said something.
Go ahead.
People are agreeing with the agitator here. As
no.
They're bottom bonnets. They're bottom bonnets.
He was just calling you silly. He wasn't agreeing.
Hey. Same thing.
He was calling you silly. He wasn't agreeing. It's lounge clothes.
You went outside in your bottom
bottom. For me, they are lounge clothes because I don't wear pajama pants to bed. I wear them to lounge.
Bottom bonnets.
No.
Bottom bonnets.
No.
Okay. All right. No. Let the people say it. We hear the people. We are of the people.
I don't see do not see in the comments where anybody said they are bottom bonnets. So
people,
bye.
Bottom bonnets.
Bye. Next, try again.
And
try again.
You get that was full ratchet credit.
Try again.
And then the half ratchet credit come in when you said you have them on now on the show. We're in front of millions. And you tell them you got on bottom bonnets? Ew.
I sure do.
Ew. Half ratchet credit on that one. Whatever. You're at 1.5 of ratchetness already.
Whatever.
20 minutes into the show.
Like you said, you free balling from the waist down, so stop.
I only shared that because of you and how.
Well then, it ain't no different though. I got on pajama pants, you free balling. I shared it, you didn't, but you still doing the same thing.
Well, let's stand up.
Listen, y'all heard him say it. He only shared it because I did. I got on pajama pants. He free balling. So we're doing the same thing.
I don't know why you keep saying free balling. I got to cut all of this because I'm on air. I'm like,
I forgot. He's just sitting there in his underwear, y'all.
No, not at all. Not at all.
That's a mess. So both y'all get a half and a half of brownies. We
I
got
was joking.
25 for both of y'all.
I was joking, but you would use to prove a point. But you would give ratchetness for that act. So yes, it's ratchet. Ugh.
So Crocs is Crocs considered like a house shoe?
I hate Crocs.
Yeah, they're actually comfortable, but I don't like them. But they,
You don't like the look?
I don't
like the look
at all.
They look like broke reduced price Yeezys to me. or
I don't think they're comfortable at all. Ugh.
Well, they had those little things in there, and it's supposed to massage your feet every time you walk.
They hurt.
Oh,
well, your bunions, you got to get past your bunions for them to get your feet. So I understand why they hurt.
No, they hurt to me.
Okay. Well, now that we know the proper uniform for ratchetness,
bottom bonnets.
Anyway,
bottom bonnets, the plate uncovered.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
because you're not gonna be wasting nothing in my
plate. Like that's weird.
You're not gonna waste nothing in my car, and 9 times out of 10, that's what happens.
Well, speaking from the fat, I'm the fattest on the crew, so from the fat side of the thing, I'm not gonna spill my food, especially if it's good. And I mean, we eat with the plate open when we outside at picnics, or I'm sorry, cookouts.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. So I mean, I don't.
Happy Black History Month.
See how way to bring that out. I was subliminal in there. I was subliminal with it, but I don't see the biggest thing about the uncovered plate other than making a mess. But if you have on a bonnet, a mess is coming. Now, you come in there, you're going to have napkins and stuff like that, Mel, because you don't have on a bonnet. You'll sit in the car, you'll hold your plate properly, and you'll eat close to the face. But the bonnet girl's got her phone talking. Yeah, girl. And you know what, Tyra? He come over at 3 a.m. Yeah, we did it, though. But I mean, still, he wasn't thinking, he was smelling. It's a whole listed with the top bonnet. The bottom bonnet, you still get ratchet points for it. It doesn't go in as in depth as the top bonnet, but no.
That's stereotyping.
Very much so.
Okay, well, tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Guess who's the one that wore the bottom bonnet?
Exactly. I don't wear them nowhere else, but this morning I put them on just to go over there.
Mel, you didn't say I was.
You went out of town with them. You went out of town with the pajama pants.
Mel, you didn't tell me I was
right on over her house, sat in her chair, got my makeup done, and came right on back. I didn't get out my car to go in no store or nothing else.
Mel, you didn't tell me I was wrong though.
This is where I go with that. I'm gonna be honest. As cold as it is out, and if something happens to your car, what happens if you have to walk? That's why even with people that wear like house shoes and stuff like that, I always say you have to put shoes on, because if you have to walk in this snow that we got,
Mel, that's why I put them on, because it's cold, and they are literally much warmer because they're very, very fuzzy than my sweatpants.
Okay, I got a question. How do you feel about parents who have their children out in pajamas?
Same thing. They get ratchet points. But like what you were just talking about, I don't usually share that many stories that happened to me. But my grandmother always told me to wear clean socks, quit wearing holy socks. So one time I fell at the skating ring and I was hurt, and they were trying to pull off my skate. I told my grandmother that story and I almost killed her. She was laughing so hard. I had some holy socks. This is the whole bonnet story. You don't want to get caught outside with that. But I had on some holy socks and they kept going after my boot. I was like, no.
Now, babies, little itty bitty babies, babies always wear, the onesies
No,
anyway, so that's
the
something
ones that
different.
can walk around. Like
Right.
Oh, yeah, the ones that can walk around, no.
but you know what?
Babies.
I never
In the
took
carrier.
my child out in a sleeper. Here's the outfit.
Well,
Here's the outfit.
my dad used to take me. Well, we weren't going out, but he would put me in a sleeping bag and throw me over his shoulder like Santa Claus, and I'd just be in the bag, and he would take me where I'd got to go, but it was usually to his parents' house or something like that. But being out in public, no, you have to, yeah, you had to be dressed because they would put that thick Vaseline on my face, and you don't do that when
you dress
is how you will be addressed.
Anytime I took my granddaughter out, I always got dressed her up, did her hair and everything else. I never put.
So you never put her in a pajama pants?
You take pride in things. To me, that is saying I am taking pride in this. I am taking pride in myself. I matter. I'm not talking about the people that do what they do. Do you? Because that's you.
Right.
I know I cannot, and I probably have never tried because I'm watching, and this is not what I'm accustomed to seeing. Like, it's certain things you just don't try because you know better without saying a word. You be like,
like a bottom bonnet.
Like
you in Walmart. You in Walmart, and I know you done slept in those, and
I would never get caught dead in the bonnet.
Well, it sounds like in Nick's case, that's why hers is a 0.5. In her case, she's wearing hers as pants. That's what it sounds like.
This is the first time that I've actually worn them out somewhere.
Let me tell you something. She had no idea. Neither one of them had no idea what we was going to be talking about on the show, and that's silly that it happened today.
Here we go, Nick. I am telling you that you got ratchet points and don't do it again. And
here you got ratchet points for sitting there in your drawers now.
And to further my point, Mel, when's the last time you just ran out with your bottom bonnets on?
You ain't gonna catch me outside in no pajama pant bottoms.
There's a difference. That's all I'm saying.
Now you will catch me out in some jeans that I may have had on yesterday.
Well, you pick it up and you smell it. Okay, well, these are good. And then you throw those on. Who has it?
Maybe that's why I always got to wash clothes.
Listen, he said you pick it up and smell it. I know, I just shake them and throw them on. But let me tell y'all what I ran into. I had to use the restroom. I kept having to, poor Nick. I was like, well, I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom every 5 minutes. But I went into the bathroom, it was packed. And I had to go, like, I could not hold it and be like, okay, I'll wait, because it was gonna be tragic. Oh, I had to go behind the musty monkey. I was so mad.
I was hold behind on the seat.
I was so upset. Let me tell you, I was so upset because it was musty and the whole place was musty. It wasn't, I worked at an OB clinic. Let me let the people know. I worked at an OBGYN clinic, so I didn't smell diseases. I could smell everything. You can ask a few of my people. So it wasn't none of that. It was musty, like 1970 armpit musty.
Ooh.
And I said, oh, that snatch must be full. Here I am. She was waiting on me, and I was sitting there. I couldn't even, you know how you try to rush to cut it off? I was trying, my stream, I just kept going. I was like, oh, hurry up and be done. And I'm constantly urinating. It wouldn't stop. And let me say this, and being a diabetic, y'all know how that is. I'm going. Now I'm leaning on the wall because my leg's shaking.
Well, see, that's why women...
My balance is off, and I'm like trying to hold my breath, hold my nose, and hurry up and finish peeing. Oh, I was so happy to see Nick when I was like, come on. So,
ain't nothing worse.
To her, I said, I was like, oh, it was the worst. I said I went in after a musty monkey. So now we are front washing our hands, and I know who I follow. So in my head, I'm looking like, oh, yo, I never the musty monkey.
Well, see, it's a scientific fact. That's why y'all got stronger knees because of that squat position and y'all hover over the toilet. Build your knees. So you just building up knee strength, Mel.
That's what I was doing. That thought.
It's a scientific fact. It's a fact.
There is nothing worse than walking in a bathroom stall after somebody and they done left their whole entire behind in that stall. Like, listen, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna say it. Whoever you was, if you watching, now you know. Please wash your butt when you come out in public.
Whoa, that's not
it down because it smelled like it was like some 1970s snatch.
Nah,
like,
baby,
that
soak
type.
that monkey.
It was quite musty. I mean, I know I was hot, but that right there,
soak that monkey.
Well,
here's vinegar water.
Well, here's the thing. You know a true teller of that?
What?
When you ride, turn on your heated seats. And once it starts baking that, you'll be able to know before you get out the car. Yeah, I better.
I done had a couple people get in my car and leave their scent. Men and women leave their scent in my car, and I'd be like, "Ooh, y'all seats be funky." I done had all kinds of air freshener, like Febreze and everything. Like, I didn't even scrub my seats. Like, you stink.
When we get in the car, I told Nick. Nick made me go early too, because I picked her up. I was like, I ain't never been here. I ain't never been nowhere this early. We just sitting there. Let's take pictures. But remember, I said, I was like, here, put your heat. I told her, I was like, put your seats on.
Mm-hmm.
So we got ours on, just riding. I did not know that was a thing.
Oh yeah, heated seats ain't just for heat. And hey, when the salmon,
that's the test.
When you heat the salmon,
wait. For real, Nate, y'all be putting your heated seats on top about something. Let me warm you up just to
see.
Especially if you knew. Let me test it out right now. My dad died again. I can't make it, girl.
You gonna stop putting stuff on your dad?
Well, he died again. I mean, he's inconsiderate because he knew I was about to go home and tear you up. But
wait a minute. That is
maybe I'm giving out a little too much information for the fellas. Please don't take me out the club, guys.
They're gonna disbar you.
They're gonna disbar me because I'm telling the secrets and the trades.
Speaking of walking, I've done that. The one place that I worked in Boardman, walked in the bathroom in the office now. Walked in the bathroom after, and I put it on Facebook and had people cracking up. I said, I done walked in this bathroom and the whole entire bathroom smelled like a barnyard.
It is very offensive, but when you go and it's really packed, I stay in there longer. I'll like flush the toilet and stay in there a little longer.
Oh, you're a courtesy
flusher? Nobody thinking it's you.
Well,
you a courtesy flusher?
It was something. Let me go to the comment. Okay. Ish said, I get it all the time at work. Bathroom need homicide tape.
That's bad.
No, I'm so serious. I'm so serious. It was I felt like it needed to be like out of order. It was that bad. Like, and when you gotta go, I try to wait. I don't be rushing either. You know how some people, as soon as you walk out, they want to come right in. I'm like, ugh. I gave some time. I walked slow to the bathroom.
Well, see, it's a difference between men and women because I don't courtesy flush. I mean, I'm gonna put it out there. I like to let you know the damage that I'm able to create. So, I mean, it's like the fart game.
But not even the courtesy, not even the courtesy flush, but just being there a little longer so that any aroma, if there is any, because here's the thing, all seriousness, sometimes women don't smell themselves. Or men, like when you have body odor, you get accustomed to how you smell that it's not a bad odor to, you, but other people be like, hold up, swole up.
Right.
Monkey a little junky,
right.
Stop going on. But men, I need to go back to the men in your car that is leaving an aroma. What is happening? People aren't bathing anymore. People are just showering.
Right, exactly. Just walking out the bathroom or getting out the car smelling like a whole swamp possum. Ew.
Well, I mean, a guy, we played a fart game, so it's not as
Okay, but
intense
besides
as.
that,
No,
like,
pure must from not washing your booty.
Well, I mean, the heated seats to let you know. The
so
heated seats to let you know.
so when you deal with, and this is for real, so when you deal with people who say, oh, taking a bath is disgusting because you're just sitting in the dirty water. Well, if you showering the way you are, your water shouldn't be that dirty. Is it just me?
Thank you.
Oh,
This
please.
your butt in that
No,
tub.
throw some of that skin so soft in there.
Sit
And
your
No,
butt in
that's
that tub.
that in there.
Soak, scrub real good. Let the water out, and then stand there, turn the shower on, and rinse off.
Get you a nice loofah and a shovel. Because after I loofah down, I'd be like, what's this foamy chocolate milk doing here? And when you let it out, you got to shovel that stuff out. But I mean, it's a deep clean. It might not be, it might be a little embarrassing, but you
so the
deep clean.
loofah, y'all doing loofahs?
What?
I
Yes.
gotta do a towel.
If you, I do a towel sometimes, but that loofah give me that deep clean that I need. And when the ladies say, Nate, your skins are so soft, and I'm like, vitamin E.
I have
After
the
the
towel,
loofah,
the glove,
Well,
and
I,
the loofah.
the glove,
so,
the
you
glove.
know, I think you should do towel then loofah. Like do the towel first and then the loofah.
I would go the other way
The
because
loofah then the towel.
the loofah's a deep clean. You want to get in
Mhm.
deep. You want to slide in deep,
To
and then you
scratch
come
yourself
behind
all
that.
up.
Right. Then you come behind that with the towel, the soapy towel, and you give you cover the scratches you made with the loofah, so you fill it in. You know what I mean? So we should put this into law. So the new law from Shop Top and Mail is we loofah first, then we come back with the washcloth.
How
Proper
many
clean.
people wash their feet when they shower? The bottom of their feet.
I can't reach them.
Who lift your leg, fat boy?
I'm still too fat. But I got the long thing, so I can't surgically remove all the dead skin, but I can scratch them.
That's why it is important to sit down in a tub.
Thank you.
I'm in a jacuzzi tub. I'll be in.
I get that, but there's a lot of people, real talk, they'll take a shower all the time and they feel like they're like, oh, I don't take baths because that's disgusting. You sitting in the dirty water. Okay, that's all well and good, but you take a shower after you get out of the tub.
Thank you.
You know, you rinse off, but you have people who take showers all the time and then they're drying the dirt that's going down that they're standing in and don't bend their foot up, to wash the bottom of their feet. And now your feet dirty and they looking bad.
That's why I got the gloves. Like I said, I got the towel, the glove, and the loofah. Like,
Well, in men's defense, women are more flexible than men, and you're accustomed to having your feet right here, or you should be.
No, we're not doing that. No.
really, you talking about bathing?
No. How long do you have your loofah for before you change it?
Mine don't last too long because I'm scrubbing and
Mhm.
it comes loose. So maybe a 2 months tops.
Yeah, every couple months. Yeah.
How often do you change your towel?
Every time you go in the shower.
Oh, you one of those hotel people.
I'm here now.
No, but I mean at the house.
Oh, yeah, but every time I go in with a new set of towels when I go in the bathroom. Because, when I dry, I dig in that crease deep.
Okay, but you're all clean.
My own clothes sometimes.
So with that being said, how often, because there's a lot of people that don't change your towels often. See?
I mean, I change it often, but like every day, no.
Yeah, every day is crazy. It's you.
Right.
And then you rinse it out after. So Nate wouldn't be able to survive on the show Survivor.
No. Well, I mean, yeah, because I know there's a goal. So, I mean, I'm goal tasked. So on Survivor, I'm not trying to impress nobody. I know I'm going to be out here for 2 months. Maybe I'll jump in this lake and rinse off. But I'm not trying to win no, ooh, you're musty. Man, I'm good. I'm musty.
In the jungle.
Yeah, stay away from me, huh?
Yeah, stay away from me. So, I'm not that anal. But when I do go into the shower every day, I got my whole set. I will take them in there, I'll wash. Because after I dry off, I'm like, ain't nobody going to use this. I didn't know this towel was gray.
You know what?
Well, that's when you really want to change your towels.
Look, I'm sitting on one now.
Okay, let's go to the comments. Once a month, 3 times a week. Okay, because it's you. How many people use separate towels for their body and their face?
That's why I have the glove. I have the towel for my face and the glove for everything else, and the loofah for the back.
Okay,
On the stick.
watch this. How many people had guests and you use a bar of soap and you notice
Hairs. You got pubes in the soap.
Listen, I know people who shower with just a bar of soap.
We ain't doing that.
That disrespectful? Is that bonnet behavior?
Well, in the shower.
Yeah, that's just
bonnet behavior is bad because you're taking it out in public. How you shower is determined by how you smell. So if you got away with that, I'm only saying that because when I was young, I used to just do the bar soap until I met my first wife. She's like, you need just another, and she was fine. So I listened to her. So then I just took it to the next level. Now I have different oatmeal soaps and things like that. I have different soaps for different parts of my body. Here's the Agitator's regimen. Okay, I use antibacterial with the loofah. Then I go with Dove because it has no scent and it's a cleaning soap. And then after that, if I want to smell good, I hit my high karate and my brew. I don't need a flavored soap or anything that smells. On my nether region, on Rollo the Supreme, I usually use that oatmeal soap thing too. You know what I mean? He gets his own bar of soap because he's special to me.
Okay. Well, I have different soaps for different parts.
Mm-hmm. I got the Yoni soap.
I got the, you know what? I don't use all that. I'm with Nate with the antibacterial. And then after I do the antibacterial, then I go with the nice little fragrance type.
No fragrance.
But Dove is a winner.
Right. Mm-hmm. I pay too much money for my fragrances to have it messing with the soap. So I want to be at zero. So when I hit
the bar soap lasts longer.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if everybody had their own bar soap, we'd be winning. And bar soap's supposed to be cheaper than that whole.
Ain't nobody allowed to use my Yoni bar.
What is that? Some Yoni special stuff?
Yeah, it's all naturally made specifically for the kitty.
See, Dove work, Ivory works, all that stuff. All right, let's get moving on. Let's talk about the Shop Talk question of the week. Are you responsible to take care of your family?
That's in our title, provide. That's what men do.
Okay.
Women should.
Okay. Well, we're talking about the situation that has gone viral on social media where Glorilla's sister said that she doesn't give them money and didn't help them out. Are you responsible to take care of your family?
No, you're not responsible. I mean, if you do, then, then that's God's going to continue to bless you. But are you responsible? No, you're not.
Oh, well, who said God is going to bless?
Yeah, for real. He blessed me.
I mean, you going to get extra blessings. Like, that's what a lot of people believe. Like, if they do something, I already know I'm going to get blessed or I'm going to get it back tenfold. So, but yeah, like, she's not
about your family, taking care of your family.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're not responsible. No, you're not responsible.
So if you become a celebrity, you are responsible for taking care of your brother or giving him money.
No.
Am I responsible? No. Would I? Yes.
That's what we're talking about, being responsible for taking care of your parents.
No.
No. The Bible says honor thy mother and father. Mm-hmm. It don't say pay for them.
Right.
But go ahead.
Every young kid, man, boy, wants to grow up and buy his mama a house. And that's what's born in us and what we do. But like now, I'm on the other end of that. I got a rich brother. I can't ask him for $20. So, but he's not responsible for me. I'm a grown adult. So yeah, so I don't think that you're responsible for external family except your own, if you can be a blessing and you choose to be a blessing, that's one thing. But I don't expect, Mel, you got it. Look at the rings and the watch you got. All I need is 200,000. I mean, because I got to put rims on my new my Pinto, or you know what I mean. I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna get the stickiest of the icky, and I'm gonna flip it. I'll even give it back to you. But I'm not responsible for that.
I know my brother's like, I always talk about hitting the lottery. Like, if I ever hit the lottery, my brother's like, you don't have to give me nothing. I was like, I mean, I would, but he was like, I understand that. He said, but I'm not expecting you. If you ever come up with any type of money, he said, I'm not expecting you to give me anything.
Here's
decide to give it to me.
Here's the thing, and I was looking at that Glorilla situation, and her sister. Honestly, the sister, she looked like she should be the provider. Like full-fledged grown man, okay? I don't even have a picture of her.
She was handsome. She was quite handsome.
Quite handsome. My thing is, like, my siblings aren't going to look for anything. I know somebody. Actually, I got a great, me and my cousins like this, tighter than the mug. And I think he hit for what, 500 million or something. This is back. Oh man, it was exciting because that's when I started believing in the number. I was like, yeah, I can't even remember how much it was, but it was maybe 250 million. Anyway, he had. That didn't come in my head to say, oh, what can you do for me?
Right.
And it's sad if it does, because the thing is, what are you doing for yourself? Now, the sister comes on, she's talking on TMZ. This is Glorilla's sister, young rapper, who worked at rallies before she got gone, took off in her rap career. And I asked the question, I wonder if she was banging when she was at rallies. So people were commenting, they was like, yeah, probably was like, bring me a fry bag. Bring me. And I started laughing because I said, that is right. People be like, bring me a meal if you can. Well, she was on there, the sister was on there talking, and she was saying how, yeah, we had roaches and rats and all this other stuff, which made it worse. Okay. And she was like, well, we ate ketchup sandwiches together, and now she acting like she got A, B, C, and D. Well, here's the thing. You guys had the same opportunity. Her making that statement, y'all had the same exact opportunity.
Well,
and if you chose to stay in that, okay, she wanted a better life. She blocked her on Cash App. So that meant she must have been requesting money all the time. Then she said, my sister didn't even do, I think it was like 10 of them. It's 10 of them. She said, my sister didn't even do anything for my parents. My mother still punching the clock at FedEx. Okay?
She got a pension coming.
But watch this. She said, my mother's still punching the clock at FedEx, and my dad retired. Now, it is not the daughter's fault your mother's still punching the clock. How about your father who retired and said, I ain't getting another job, got his wife punching the clock?
No. That wife wants to work at FedEx and get her pension. She doing her own thing. That ain't her
what I'm saying is the girl is saying she's not doing anything and she should be retiring her parents. I don't think that's a lot of responsibility. Mind you, I think that Glow is the youngest, if I'm not mistaken. She's like the youngest, but she moved on. Then she said, my other sisters, they're out there being her slaves. They work for her. So
they're earning their money, in other words.
And okay, so she gave them what she gave them. Now, the older brother ended up coming out and speaking. And the older brother said, well, actually, she gave my mom $500,000 and gave the father, when he retired, a white Jaguar. So I'm like, this sounds like she gave what she gave. Now, what you do with it is on you. And the sister decided that, what did she say? If TMZ asked, they said, well, how much would you want? And she was like, she could give us all $2,500. I said, I'm done. $2,500.
Yeah. We know. I bet you she had on a bonnet too. I see how you brought that full circle. She had to have on a bonnet. That's bonnet behavior. She was
Glorilla had a bonnet on in the other pictures. But my thing is, you having the same opportunities, and if you think that I'm doing better, who was that said more money, more problems?
Mm-hmm. That's the book of Biggie in the
There
Bible.
you go. Okay, your bills are bigger. Like
Mm-hmm.
you got to pay your own. If I give you all my money, I'm gonna be right back there eating doggone ketchup sandwiches. Like who was it? Fetty Wap that was giving everybody stuff. MC Hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Like you trying to help the whole community. Now you don't have. What are we saying here? When you have the same opportunity, you chose to live this life. I
Well,
chose to do this. Give me a
it,
break.
it's not it's the entitlement that she feels just because she's my sister. You're supposed to. I mean, I have friends. I have a lotto book. How I'm going to do my lotto winnings. I'm gonna just not what is that called? I'm going to not latchkey trust fund. I'm going to trust fund my close friends. You got money coming. Don't change. You're my friend. I want you around me. I need you in my life because I don't want any new friends. But they don't even know who they are and how much they'll get because I have it set up to where, hey, every month you get this amount. Don't ask me for nothing else. But that's on me. I'm not telling you to, yeah, just quit your job. Just quit your job because I'm going to hit and blah, blah, blah. And you're obligated to what I get. No, that is my choice. And when I show you the envelope or however it broke down or you're in that inner circle, just be that person you are. I can't sit here and say, well, Mel, you a nurse and you got this successful podcast listened to by millions. So you should be paying. All I need is $5,000. Her amount told us the story that she was
And I
asking.
passed that off so fast. I'm like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah. Here you go. Sign this.
yeah.
Sign this. Here you go. Leave me alone.
And look, and if that's it, I ain't got to pay nothing else but
Yeah.
that. You got it.
You are a wolf. But yeah, I mean, it's something to be to have that thing that you're supposed to do it.
Okay.
And that's the issue.
And that's a problem,
The
though.
entitlement.
But she sounds like she's the only one that's entitled because the other sisters are working for theirs.
And the mother and father are still together. The father didn't retire. Mama's at FedEx. You know she counting the days till she retires so she can get that full pension. So the mom and dad ain't relying on her. But her mom took that 500 grand and said, "Thank you, baby mama, love you." But she didn't say, "Oh, well, my daughter's doing this. I'm going to just do this." They're still living their lives. But the amount, she can just give me 2,500. She's after a quick fix.
She is. So, what's his name? Tory Lanez ended up sending her the 2,500. You know, he's in jail, but he sent it to her.
Who's Tory Lanez?
You know, that's the one with Megan Thee Stallion, the shot in the foot, allegedly, all that extra stuff. But here's somebody that said, "That's all you want." Here, they send it to her,
yeah.
I guess, to quiet her. But here's what's going to happen. He gave that to her, and she's still going to want it from her sister. So it's like, thank you for that, but I need it from her. I don't understand why people feel like you work really hard. You work really, really hard for what you have. And I'm supposed to take care of you. Like I said, I told my offsprings, look, my souvenirs. I straight up, I said, listen, one thing you're not going to do. I said, you're not going to buy what you want and come to me for what you need. Yeah. That's not how this works. Because I won't do it. Mm-hmm. I will not. People don't understand it. They're like, "Oh, you really? Oh no, I'm a straight shooter."
Yeah.
What I say, I'm very consistent. I'm not going to keep giving you. Like, you are an adult. I gave you all the tools. I say, here, go to this school. I'll pay for that. I'm going to invest. If you get what you need to get, you'll win. If you choose to goof off, that was a conscious decision that you made. So my end result is, if you become nothing in life, you made a conscious decision to become nothing in life.
Amen. My father was quick on that. He was like, "Hey, you out here, you know what's the difference between right and wrong. If you choose the wrong one, I'll know where to send your mail." That was just it. You chose that. I'll forward your mail because we all know the outcome of it. So it's about being self-accountable and not, I can't rely on your pockets. And the man in me won't, I don't know. it's not even a difference in men and female, male and female on this one. It's because she feels entitled.
She feels entitled. Like we came, we grew up together. You know what we've been through, but they had the same opportunities, and the opportunities were few. And okay, she did it. She surpassed it. But what's interesting is she worked at rallies. She was working at rallies. So she was doing what she needed to do then. Like, let me get what I need to get. And the brother said, well, I introduced the family to the microphone and entertainment.
So now he got to get paid.
Child, listen, it be your own family. That's all I gotta say.
It'd be the worst. Those are the worst. And those on my chart, I have them in circles. I have 5, like the Olympic symbols, and I got people in each circle, and then some people are in the 2-circle thing to where I'm going to put you. But the parents, I mean the family, yeah. Hey, there's a check. Yeah, don't change. Don't change on me. Don't change on me. You get this much a month, and just leave me alone.
But my thing is, brother said he's the one to introduce the family to the microphone and this and that. Well, then that meant all of you have that talent. All of you should be right where she is. You should have worked just as hard as she did. The same opportunities. Bye. You don't get nothing.
The sad part about it is that they want money. When I didn't knock down the doors, I can put you in front of people where you can make your own money. Go on, Flat.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, you looking at it from that money aspect to where, hey, listen, this is an opportunity. So you can make your own money and you ain't got to worry about me. And she's probably like, well, I got to work this weekend at rallies. That's her whole mentality. So she doesn't have the mentality, the IQ, or the wherewithal to see, hey, just put me on. And I would tell my friends, hey, hook me up with that. Put me on. Don't give it to me. Teach me to fish.
Well, the thing is, I don't think the sister who's begging even wanted to work at rallies. It was Glorious working. So she's the go-getter. Like this, I don't want this situation. And the moral of the story or this show is to let people know, don't, just because your children, your siblings are doing well, does not automatically put you in there to say, okay, if they doing good, I know I'm going to do good because they're going to take care of me. No, especially if, what my grandfather used to say, you got another man's shoes under your bed.
Yeah. I told my daughter that.
You know what I mean? You're choosing, you choosing to deal with the dude with the wave cap skirt in the back.
What? But listen, he gonna flip my tax money this year, and we gonna blow up because his my 55-year-old got a mixtape coming, and Nick gonna let me hold that tax money, right, Nick?
He said 55. No, not still trying to rap. I'm gonna need you to do something.
I spit hot fire, Mel. You should invest. Nick, you still gonna let me flip that tax money? I gotta drop this.
That's a different kind of trust, though. That's a different kind of trust. To say, here's my money and flip it.
I never did.
But
there's people.
You heard my hot track.
No, listen, they always talk about the independent woman. The independent woman. You women need to be submissive and blah 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 blah. That right there. That's part of submission. It's like, okay, I'm trusting him, and you gonna lead us. So here, flip my money, and then he come back and he don't got nothing, and then he's still talking about something. Can I spend a night? Can I stay at your house because I don't have a house? What?
And that 9 times out of 10, that's what happened back in the day when them girls did that.
Back in the
projects, and oh boy, well, yeah, some of them still doing it now.
I'm like, it's taxi right now.
Yeah. You letting him flip your stuff. He's staying in your project and he ain't bringing you nothing. He giving you nothing but a mouthful of excuses. And bye. You asked him for some money to flip. I know.
He realized the spine. You're not giving him your money and stuff if he ain't doing something right. So let's not say that. Now, the word submission is the way you guys interpret it, because women are by nature submissive. It's how you are submissive and who you are submissive to. Because you don't walk around saying, I'm submissive. But when I walk into the place and you're my woman, you're going to submit to me. That's just how it is. So women get mad at the word submissive. I ain't submissive. You ain't supposed to be submissive to everybody. I earn that.
Okay, so that is the male. So in this case, with her being, she's a stud.
Okay.
Her being a stud, I would expect her to be the provider.
Well,
help me to understand
I can't.
if it's the same sex relationship and we're talking about women, who's supposed to be the provider in that?
Well, Mel, I'm glad you asked. Let's go to the facts. The facts are two women that are married. The rate of divorce is like at 80% when two women are married. When a man and a woman is married, the rate of divorce is about 50%. Now, I want you to notice that both of those have women in the equation. The gay men are staying married forever. Their rate of divorce is like 18 or 20%.
Okay, but I just asked a simple question and I got distracted. Where did the balloons come from?
Who did that?
I did too. I thought you did that.
No, wait.
I
I got distracted because I asked a question and he's giving facts and the balloons popped up. I'm like, what?
He must have been reading a text at the same time as somebody sent something or said no.
No, I didn't touch anything. I was busy doing this, you know what I mean? But to answer the question, I don't know, because if you're going to take on the man role in it, I figured
then you should be the one. And most of the time, the ones who's the stud in it, or the, not the fit. Put it this way, not the feminine one. That's the one who takes on that role.
The irony in it, what cracks me up is a woman wants a man that's 6 foot tall, 6 figures, and a 6-pack, but when they go the other way, they don't get a woman that's 6 foot tall with a 6-pack or 6 figures. She's usually the manager at Walmart, works every other weekend and chubby and look like a thug. So I mean, that whole diaspora is it makes you say, do they really know what they want at all? Awkward silence.
I know I don't want that. I know I don't want that.
But that's what happens. You wanted a man with 6 figures, 6 feet tall, that can rap, that's a thug, to write poetry, that got a winter house in the Hamptons and stuff like that. And then you like, I'm done with men, and you go with a woman, and she's an inch taller than you, she's wider than you, and y'all share bras. But I found love.
I'll be a cat lady before I do that.
That's you on your way.
I will be a cat lady before I do that.
But this is.
You got a point. You have a point.
Thank you, Mel. Hold on.
Okay. Even with that being said, let's just dig a little deeper.
Okay, shall we?
Have you noticed that when white men date black women, they get the cream of the crop?
Mm-hmm.
When black men date white women, they going straight to the trailer park.
Mm-hmm. You saying something now, good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's almost the same if you look at it. With these women, it's not a what's the preference besides them being, they're not the same sex. But why are we choosing? Are we just choosing because we don't want to be alone?
Well, with men, this is just an observation.
Let's go.
Men usually choose them for peace, the peace purpose. They don't have to deal with a lot of stuff.
Or to use them.
Money purpose, because them be the ones that give the money. Boom, there you go.
Okay, well, we can pass that because Nick told us the answer. She told us how men feel.
9 times out of 10, that is what it is.
No, we do it for the peace. We ain't got to worry about a lot of times and all the stuff that goes behind dealing with the strong.
Okay, so you said the peace.
Uh-huh.
So piggybacking off of the piece,
mm-hmm.
where Nick was going, and I see how to correlate the bridge being built.
Mm-hmm.
You say the piece, or is it the lack of requirements?
Well, however you want to say it, I don't have to deal with what I have to deal with Nick. With Nick.
The lack of requirements.
I want to show you. Here's an exercise.
Oh,
Ready?
let's go with an exercise.
Me. Nick, I want to do this with you. Me and you. Ready?
For what?
Oh, just exercise. Me and Ted Davis and Marion Wolf, we're boys, right? I'm telling you, I'm with Ted. You know I'm lying. You know I'm lying. I come home and I say, yeah, I was with Ted. And you know I'm lying. Do you A, say, well, I talked to Ted and you weren't with him? Or do you say, oh, really, with Ted? So what did you guys do? Which one would you do?
I would tell you straight up, you lying. I know you lying. You wasn't with him. Period.
I would appreciate that more because most of women would say, oh, really, you was with Ted? So what did you guys do? And then I'd be like, well, yeah, me, him, and Maine came over.
I just to see how creative you are with the lie.
Exactly, but that's the drama and the tense atmosphere that you would have to deal with. It's
But
not
you lie. You made
You lie. Don't put it on us.
the
I'm
exercise.
telling you, you lying. You lying. I know you lying.
But that's his exercise. Go ahead.
Right. I would want you to tell me I know you lying, rather than to continually grind this and the drama. It feeds you, but it's not peaceful to
So
me.
okay, let me ask you this. You said you would rather us just bust you out immediately. Why? So that you don't have to do all that work? Is that it?
Then I'm gonna turn it around. What the hell you doing talking to Ted? That's my dude. Whoa. How you know? So, but I mean, that's neither here nor there. The exercise was the drama felt that we have to deal with because you'll know something and you'll continue to just push it and push it and push it and push it. And that don't have to be me lying with Ted and Maine and all of them. It can just be anything. It's the constant push and the dig and the nag. That not dealing with that is priceless. You know, and listen, if Precious don't give me that, Precious, and she make a mean pot of or mean mac and cheese. She got me. She got me. My hair is gray no more. I'm blacking it back up. That's why.
Am I hearing put up and shut up?
No, you're hearing a man's peace is his number one priority. Remember when we first started talking podcast and I gave you the dog theory and stuff like that. And I said, a man will pay for the hot 40 is good for a man because he's paying you to leave after. He's paying not to hear it. His peace and his time is our greatest commodity. Our greatest commodity is our time and our peace. And if we can go someplace where our time is appreciated and we have peace, that's a win for us. But you look at it as like, we're stupid. That's dumb. You don't blah, 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 blah. We're telling you, hey, listen, my time and my peace is everything to me. And you'll tell us, no, it's not.
We're not going to say no, it's not. But here's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing, again, put up and shut up. So if I have an issue, it is, please don't bring it to me because I need my peace. So if you have issue in a situation, and it's always communication is key. Communication is key.
No, it's
communication is key. No, you hear that? Let me speak. Okay. So once you're saying communication is key, and then you have an issue, and you want to communicate with your mate, but your mate, I want him to stay, so let me just put up and shut up because he needs his peace.
No, I'm going to be there, but you understand who you're talking to. If you tell me a problem, or any guy in here, we're here to fix it. You just want us to listen to it, and I got to be like, wow, really? Wow, ooh, ah. And as soon as I say, well, why don't you just do this? I'm like, well, what am I here for? I don't want to hear this whole story. You remember? Somebody got shot today. Well, who got shot? Well, you know, Sarah, no, you know her. Remember, she was at the Christmas party that you didn't want to go to, and we talked for this, that, and other. And I do something like this. Yeah, I remember. No, you don't. You just don't want me to tell the story. I'm like, well, did Sarah get shot? No. Did Sarah shoot somebody? No. Sarah doesn't like guns. And I'm like, that's not. So you're.
I hear what you're saying. but you chose this person to marry that got a problem with telling
I
stories that way.
I got
And
you.
so
Correct.
what I am getting at is, if you know how this person is and they not gonna get to the point, because I'd have been and checked out. I'd have been like, what does it have to do? What does A have to do with B? So
Exactly.
and I get that part, and I hear you saying that, but it has nothing to do with what I was saying
I don't know what
regarding
you got.
the provider with two women. And you were talking about pretty much the stats as far as like with same-sex men, and they stay together longer than same-sex women, which it could be that same thing. Like, oh gosh,
It
but you
is.
know, going in and love bombing. So we don't know the answer to who is the provider in a same-sex marriage
No,
or
because
relationship.
now I'm looking at this from the cheap seats. So
Okay.
I don't know or anything like that. But when I think, not feel, I think that they get together because of the emotional connection, or they're lost emotionally and they need someone to agree and understand them on an emotional level, because men don't understand y'all on an emotional level. So if you got someone that listens to you and can understand you on your feelings and stuff like that, that's usually how it comes. But both of those people need I'm going to say it and agitate people, someone to lead that. There has to be a dominant leader in that. But if you're both sitting there for emotional problems or being emotional, and you don't establish a leader, then both of them are misled and unfulfilled. And that's why they pretty much, lead the league undefeated in divorces and domestic violence. And I'm in the cheap seats, so this ain't law, but this is how.
What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, you know I'm gonna say the opposite of what he gonna say just because.
Good luck.
Yeah.
No, with the
She can't
I
find
really don't know.
it.
I really don't know.
My logic is undeniable. Be peaceful and prosper.
I'm looking at the comments, and I see Ted said, and accept them. Okay. The emotional connection, like you were saying, Nate, that's a great observation from the cheap seats. Because I would be in the cheap seats too. I'll be looking like, well, wait, what's happening? Are they roommates? Because if we got to split the bills, we're roommates, and we could just be.
You could have stayed with me and split the bills with me. And when you hear a boom in the night, I'll never say, hey, it's your turn to go look.
No, but listen to what you just said. I could stay with you and split the bills, which, watch this. I'm not splitting no bills with no dude.
Cool.
Now, if I'm with a female, then it's a split the bill.
So the guy you expect to be your everything for, you ain't gonna help him. But the girl that you're just rooming with, you can see yourself helping them. But the guy has to be your everything.
Not well, yeah, lightweight rooming, but yeah. So you date a woman,
okay,
and this is good. So you dating a woman, you'll go in half with her,
right? But
but
you
with
date me.
a guy, he needs to be the provider. Why would you do that?
You answered your own question. You don't
No, that was my example. Just
well, okay. Well,
I mean, I do know a few couples that same sex, women who the one is the provider. That's the one who calls himself the husband, wife, whatever. They're the man, and they are the provider, and they'll tell you they provide for theirs. So, and I know several. I have a cousin that's
okay.
Married to, and that's her wife. She provide. I have a couple cousins. They provide for their wife. They don't let their wife do anything. So,
well, here's the thing. The beauty of being a woman is I can say I can do everything a man can do until it doesn't work for me. So when it don't work for me, well, you're the man. Whoa. Hey, babe, let's go half on this water bill this month. You've been in the jacuzzi a lot. Whoa, but you're the man. Whoa, we're equal. No, you're supposed to be the provider. And let me throw this in there. You're supposed to be the provider, and you and this, that, and other. Okay, but when I was being the provider and I said, don't get in the jacuzzi so much because of the water bill, you didn't want to listen to your leader and your man, and you did it anyway. And then I'm coming to you saying, hey, you know what? I need a little help on this water bill. Now there's a problem. And guess what that all goes back to? That peace thing that we were talking about us men want. It ain't, and we don't want to hear what you got to say. Is listen, there's a method to my madness. Like I said 2 weeks ago or 2 to 3 weeks ago, that I was like, that was a hot fire right there. Checkers and chess is played on the same board, but it ain't the same game. Men play chess, y'all play checkers. So when I'm asking you something or saying something, I'm looking at the board. You just want to jump this dude because he's in front of you. So what's the move? So I mean,
I think you're on to something when you said emotion, because if I hear the whole put up, shut up that I hear
I don't know where you
with
get it
two
from.
women, I hear it because you keep saying peace. We just want peace and time, and you hear it. But if a female's needs, if it's not met and you don't want to talk about it, then we're disrupting your peace. So I'm thinking that from the cheap seats,
Mhm.
that women look to other women because they can be heard. I'm gonna
And
have to,
understood.
ask some relatives of mine.
And
If
understood.
that's it.
There's a book called Men Are From Venus or Mars and Women Are From Venus or whatever. But that's true in the case. Y'all speak to each other. Y'all can communicate with each other on a level that we can't. But men can do the same thing too. I could be in a bar and you walk in, Mel, and I look across the room and get another dude's eyes, and we do like this. We done told ourselves a whole story. We know exactly what we're talking about, but it ain't no, oh, did you see the makeup? And she has that Hawaiian silky in. It's just, and every guy in the chat know exactly what I'm talking about. And please, if you know exactly what I'm talking about, just put up a thumbs up, because we know exactly what we're talking about. I don't even have to know the dude. I'll just look at him and,
Hey, if you want in on this conversation, feel free to do so. The phone number is 619-902-2287. That's 619-902-2287. Interesting. And we were kind of segue to the left because I had extra questions. So I'm gonna have to get somebody on the show to kind of go into detail on how this works, because I also don't understand how a woman is attracted to women, but she's attracted to a woman who dress and acts like a man. So are you
I
attracted
never
to
understood
men,
that.
or are you attracted to men?
I never understood that. The same thing
I
with a man that's attracted to a man, but he's attracted to one that's dressed like a woman. Just be with the woman.
I don't dabble a lot in that circle. I see them. Hey, whatever floats your boat, as long as you don't run my mind.
That's why I said I'm gonna have to
Right.
get somebody, because I really want to understand the psyche of it. That's what's important to me. Understanding, because if you don't know, you don't know. And I just want some clarity and understanding. So I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. And then they could probably answer the questions that I have. But back to what I was going with old girl, like, you're a provider. I don't, a man, a brother, whoever, a brother asking a sister for something because that's what she looked like, a man. She's the guy in it. I don't even know any brothers who who begs a sister for something. They don't, like the female period. They'll ask I just don't. I don't see that. I don't understand.
In that case, no matter how she looks, she's gonna have to get a yearly pap smear. So I don't care what she dresses like or what she says she is. She's gonna have to have a pap smear. And with that comes that emotional. She's not built like us to hear no every day. She's not built like us to say you're nothing. You have to get out here and you have to do that. That comes with training. We start at 4. Boom, get up, quit crying. That started at 2 years old with us. So we're used to getting knocked down, and we're the problem. And Dave Felder, it's your fault, and Ish, you're the problem. We're built with that. You're coming in the game, and you 28, and you think you know? No. You can't grab this pebble. You can't grab the pebble. My dad kicked me in my teeth when I was 2, and told me to quit crying. But if he had a daughter, you think he would do that to her?
No, it's to brush her knees off, and that's what you guys do.
Exactly. So you come from that training, and you want to jump in and say you a man and try to understand this? That girl is dressed like a man. I know that she's going to have a pap smear sometime this year, and I know
she's still a woman. But
and that's all that counts to me.
The moral of that particular situation was: how do we see brothers asking their sisters for money?
But she's not a brother. She's still a sister, and she has the mentality of how she feels. This is all she feels. This she feels this.
Okay, we got that point. We got that. Now let me ask you: you don't have any sisters, but having a sister, and for the people in the chat and the listening audience. And you guys could text in 619-902-2287 and let me know yes or no. Are you comfortable with asking your sister for money or to take care of you? Let me say, or to take care of you. Are you comfortable with asking your sister to take care of you as a man? I just want to know that.
Well, as a sister, if I had a rich sister and I needed something, I would be okay with it because she's my sister.
I understand what I said, taking care of you.
That's hard. That's hard. Financially taking care of me, that's hard. That's hard. I don't know if I'd be totally comfortable with it. But if she's my sister, I'm still a role in her life. I'm a force in her life. Her boyfriends don't jump her because they know they got to deal with her brothers. So
I'm back to the point.
The point?
The point is, are you as a male comfortable with asking your sister to take care of you?
No.
I'm not talking about, hey, I need this, I'm going through this. You know, some people aren't even okay with asking their sister, hey, I got to pay this bill. Can you? I said take care of you.
No. I'm going to say no.
No? Okay. I want to look over in the comments. Let's see here. And let's go to the phones. Let's see. Okay. No. I take care of my sister. Okay. No. Okay, I got no's through via text.
Yeah.
Not comfortable with any sibling taking care of me.
Right.
Okay.
But Todd can let me use it.
That's what's so different. You would think that your siblings, when you have the same opportunity, that they wouldn't even ask you. You see what I'm saying? Like when you have, is it fair? Is it fair for a sibling to be working their tail off and you sit there and do nothing and then you just get, oh, I done made it, and you get to just pick up the phone and call and then tell me how wrong I am, and you are a healthy body that could do it too, but you're lazy and don't want to do it.
Yeah, it's something. It's something. You know, being a man in any of those situations comes with a pride thing that gets us put in prison. Our pride thing puts us in prison, puts us in the grave, puts us in bad situations.
Okay.
And as a man, especially a black man, you have to learn to swallow it and control it. And asking your sister and stuff for help, it's not comfortable. But the sad part is we're all saying, oh, no, we wouldn't do that. No. And that's pride. That's pride. Mel, when you hit this $1 million mark and stuff like that, cuz I'm hitting you up.
But you know what? You wouldn't even have to.
I understand that. But
you wouldn't even have to because but would you want something that was gifted or you had to beg for it? Like, and I shouldn't say beg because that's a bit extreme, but to be like, hey, you know,
I got you.
It's hard for you to take gifts. So we already know that.
Right. And that's a pride thing. I had somebody said, here's 17 grand. I'm like, for what? I'm like, nah.
Do you feel like you'll owe somebody?
Yeah. I would feel that way. I would feel that way.
Okay. All right, let me go to the comments. Sean McCrae said it could be a difference in a man and a male. As a man, you don't want nobody taking care of you. Ted Davis said no real man is comfortable with having any woman fully taking care of them.
Right.
Ty Rogers says not comfortable with any sibling taking care of me. Bill Corbett said, no, I would enjoy help, but never taking care of me unless I'm dying.
Right.
And that's very different.
And here's the thing. You
And
can say,
one more. You got to, one more. Cornell Stevens said, I got 3 sisters, no brothers, and I don't ask my sisters for a dang thing. Okay.
Ask them exact same people, can they admit that that's pride?
Okay. Is that pride? You ask them.
It is, but that's how we're built.
Oh,
Huh?
I think it is. Okay, let me see what Todd is saying here. That's called the black tax. It's okay for a sibling to partner with you to facilitate growth, but no free lunches. Okay. I like it.
I like it too. I like it so much he should let me hold his boat for a weekend.
I like that. Let's see. Okay. Aaron Adair said boundaries. Once you start giving, you have to set boundaries or the hands will be out constantly. It is pride.
That's my rich cousin right there. Hey, let me hold
Well, you know, when you have that and you offer or you give, they'll continue to come back, I would think. And then you know your siblings. Do you want, I mean, I'm not saying all these people, their siblings probably won't say nothing, but do you want to hear their mouths? See, I wouldn't borrow. I don't have to. I'm sure if I needed to, I could, but we don't do that. And it'll be Ninja. I get one of them. Ninja, where my money? I was like, oh, I forget. You know what I mean? Something like that. So you have that backlash and you grew up with them, so you know the dynamics of the situation. But when you have the same opportunities, I don't understand why, with having the same opportunities and you made a decision to do something different, but you want to come to me and say, woe is me, and expect me to take care of your family. That's not okay.
That's a pap smear move.
But it's men that do it and then want to say they need peace.
There's males that do it. Now, no. I'm trying to take it from the contents you're saying. If I say I need help with a bill or something, you my woman, that's not me saying I need peace. This is the corporation of Nate and Associates, and you're a founding member or you're a partner, equal partner. You need to do an equal share, and this is how we set up our business. I set up my business where, hey, listen, blah blah blah. Hey, I'll take care of everything. This, that, and other. You keep your money, or put $100 in here. Now, I know that I set it up to where I'm carrying everything. So if I see the new Jordans come out and I don't have the money, and I come to you and say, hey, I need $300. Mm-hmm. You should just give me $300. You shouldn't be like, well, why? That's my money. You're supposed to be the man. That's the unpeace that I'm talking about. I have it set up to where you're in my corporation and you're living pretty well. So when I do call and say, hey, listen, I need the new Jordans is out. I got to have them. These are the ones with Jordan with the tongue out, with the extended tongue. So, hey, I need $300. It should never be why. You're set up here to where I pay the bills. I take care of this. I take care of that. So you're looking at it as my money. It's just like with the dating. A woman is worried about where you taking me, this, that, and other. A man wants you to be worried about is, wow, he's spending time with me. So your importance is different than our importance. And you look at our importance like we're wrong. A woman is just happy, hey, I'm just happy to go to Taco Bell with you. As opposed to the woman be like, Ruth's Chris, if you ain't taking me to Ruth's Chris, I'm like, well, she's just interested in going to get something to eat. She ain't trying to get to know me. Because we can sit right here and you can get to know me. But if you're so worried about where we're going and this, that, and other, I'm like, okay, well, she's not really interested in me. She's worried about where I'm taking her on the first date. So the view of different things, the translation of views between men and women is the biggest thing that we have, the biggest hurdle. And when you keep on saying communication is the key, and I keep on saying, no, it's not, because it's not. Communication is not the key. Comprehension is. I'll talk to you till I'm blue in the face. But if you can't understand it, what am I communicating? But if you understand me when I say it, just like when all the guys gave me the thumbs up because I looked across the bar and looked at him and did this, we comprehended that. We understood that. So ain't got to be a whole bunch of communication. So the barrier or the hurdle is
excuse me,
our visions, how you see things and how we see things. And the way men are winning the game is we look and study how y'all see things and we play against those. You look at how we see things and say, that's dumb. No, y'all don't. And we be like,
well, we don't. And I got to say this. I have to say this because you are quick to say, okay, Nick, Mel, y'all telling us how men think. You don't have a problem with saying how we think. And I keep hearing you say, and y'all do this, and y'all do that, and that is so inaccurate.
You know why I say that?
It don't even matter. It's just totally.
Okay, I can tell you the game.
And it is whatever Nate the Agitator say because he's doing his job and agitating.
No,
you don't know, or you don't know how we think, and sometimes we need to get things off our chest. That's why I said so. It's a put up and shut up. And
you
I don't understand why we leave. We leave because people like Nate the Agitator got our answers and his answers, and that is not okay. Oh yeah, y'all leave out of a relationship. Yes, when we are not heard. And sometimes, because you used that example since you wanted to go that direction, sometimes we just want to be heard. And you're focused on your piece, but what about ours?
Ours. Hello. Our piece don't matter.
That's what it sounded like.
Our piece does not matter.
You don't revel in peace. I can tell you, what shows do you watch on TV?
I watch a lot of shows.
Yeah.
What? Give me the shows. Give me your top shows. I bet you it's got some drama. Well, that's
a mind.
That's TV. Period. So you can't do that.
It's entertainment.
It's your diet, though.
It's entertainment.
Okay.
And I'm going to say this. I know I see where you're going, so I'm going to follow you real quick because we got 2 minutes. My mindless TV. There's times that I have to watch mindless TV because my mind is constantly work. Serious. You're in charge. You're the manager. So sometimes mindless TV, which would be mine, is the Married to Medicine.
Mine's Love After Lockup. Love After Lockup is my ratchet person.
I like comedies.
Sometimes you like who?
Comedies. I watch a lot of comedies.
Yeah, I watch that, but sometimes I need mindless TV, and that mindless TV reminds me that, whoo, that's a lot. And then I'll be like, boom, I'm out. You know what I mean? So entertainment's entertainment, and some people do like the dramatic shows, and some like that stereotype. Maybe the bonnet want the dramatic shows. Nick, comedy is my relief. When things get really, really heavy, I go to comedy. I need to laugh.
But I watch all kinds of shows, but I love comedy. That's my main thing that I like. I want to find something funny to watch. So there you have it.
My main would be Don't. Don't. Everybody watches that.
Drama. So we see who the real drama king is then. He likes drama. Yeah. He tried to, y'all heard it. He was trying for that. I bet you he the drama king, not me. Y'all heard it on Shop Talk with Mill. There
drama,
you go.
Not ratchet.
And comedy is comedy. So there you go.
Give me a show. Give me a comedy show that you want.
All right, lovely people. Let me
Lucky.
do this Male Medical Moment. And so on Mel's Medical Moments today, I didn't get the prelude to the music that I usually do to clock. So Mel's Medical Moments, we're going to talk about the difference between flu and a cold. With the flu, the symptoms appear suddenly, while a cold, they develop gradually, okay? Fever is high. Yeah, it is high. High with the flu, lasting about 3 to 4 days. And with a cold, you usually don't get the flu. Aches and fatigue, intense body aches, headaches, and fatigue are common and severe with the flu, but rare with the cold. And some people are used to it being called the common cold. Sore throat is common in both of them. That could happen, especially with that postnasal drip with the cold. The complications with the flu can lead to serious issues like pneumonia. So there's two types of pneumonia, which is your bacterial and your viral, okay? Whereas a cold rarely causes any health issues. So that's just your basic common cold. Fluids, okay? Water, soups, things like that to help both of them. But the flu, you want to make sure that there's some over-the-counter medication. Contact your primary care physician to get the information that you need. I don't know what type of medications that you're on, and some over-the-counter medications is contraindicated with prescribed medication. So make sure you call and consult your primary care physician beforehand, but it's all about treating the symptoms. Okay, treating the symptoms. So there you go with Mel's Medical Moments. Lovely people. Let's see if we could get this going here with today's footnote. Oh, look at the background. Okay, Nate, I see you. Did you make your bed up? Do you make your bed up every day?
I don't at all. I'm in that one.
Oh, God.
That's right. I'm gonna get back in it. I'm getting back in it tonight.
That's gracious.
Hey, that's just how I do. And I bet you Nick got the matching bonnet to that blanket.
All right, well, let's listen to what I am going to say on today's footnote, lovely people. Today's footnote: God bless the child that has its own. All right? Find you, embrace you, most importantly, always, always love you. Until next week, people, you know what it is. 1, 2, 3.
Shut up.
Holy crap, that's 2 in a row for her.
No,
Nick,
2 in a row for you.
Better.
2 in a row for you.
Y'all don't know what we go through after the show. It is nuts. They go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. But we do what we do. Hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Appreciate you guys. And check us out over there on YouTube. Help us out. Help us get paid. Okay? All you got to do is like, subscribe. And the subscriptions are free. Okay? That's it. That's how you can help us out. That's how Nick and Nate get paid off the subscriptions. When that check roll through, here y'all go, lovely people.
Come on. We need y'all to subscribe. We need them up.
Music here.